Hi, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado, and welcome to another one of my photography talks. Today I'm going to talk about gear, specifically the Canon EF. So the Canon F1 was their flagship camera, their pro camera, their answer to the Nikon F or the F2. And then they came out with a new F1, which had like a more matte finish, which I really liked that camera. I knew one of my friends at the newspaper I used to work at used an F1. It was just a big hulk of a metal camera. Well, this was the second camera, like the backup camera that they sold for the people using the F who wanted a second body. It's got a great viewfinder, it's got speeds that work even without a battery, and I think most of the speeds work down to 1/8 of a second unless there's a battery, but everything above that, it works without a battery. It's a real simple basic camera, but it has great features, and this one has a 1.2 50mm lens. So having a 50mm with that speed, they came with a breech mount back then. Instead of having a bayonet mount, you had to put the lens on this way and then turn this ring until it was tight. And it's secure enough, but it's not necessarily quick compared to the later FD bayonet mounts, and certainly Nikons and all the other ones use a bayonet mount. But people sometimes don't like those lenses because of that, but I don't remember where that lens came from, which is bizarre, but I remember this body was at a flea market in Denver in a box under a table full of junk. And the guy said, yeah, everything in there's like 10 bucks. And I said, okay, how about this body? He's like, yeah, 10 bucks. Okay, so for a semi-pro, probably completely usable by a pro back in the day, and was, a Canon EF is a camera you don't see as frequently as the F or the AE1 or the A1, but a really capable camera, solid hunk of metal, heavy as can be, and I like it. I think it's one of those cameras that it's a treat to use. I've used it only a little bit. In fact, it's got film in it that's not done. A lot of my cameras, you may notice, are full of film because I pick up different cameras on different days and I use them for something that I feel like working with, but then I don't always finish them. And so film goes through my cameras in a little bit of a slow way because there's so many cameras in use. But this is a beauty of an old metal camera, a weapon as well as a Nikon F. You can whack somebody with it who's trying to steal it, and you'll probably be able to still take a picture of them. Anyway, that's today's photography talk. What a beautiful viewfinder. Canon EF, if you haven't looked at those or you haven't seen one and one comes your way, I highly recommend taking a look at it. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the area below, and hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying these, and we'll talk some more photography tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.